we're back on the big block C10. Gonna put a carburetor on it to replace the worn out one. Tried to see about having this one rebuilt, but that wasn't really feasible, and wound up going to Summit and getting one of the rebuilt Holley carburetors for like $239, so it's pretty cheap. So we'll see how that does. It's got electric choke and everything, so we'll see how it works. But we're gonna get this hood off right now and make it easier to work on. What happens on these old Rochesters, this shaft gets all worn out and just lets it leak vacuum constant. So we'll replace that and go from there. Try not to drop anything down the carburetor. I'm not absolutely sure this is the original carburetor because it comes out the front like a Pontiac, but maybe it is, I don't know. But there's not much to them. I will lose this clip for sure. Maybe not. Oh man, somebody's been doing some adapting. These big blocks really have a bad habit of vapor locking, so people try everything in the world. But right here's the biggest problem, is this shaft is just completely worn out. So it leaks vacuum real bad. Got a little carbon buildup. The Holley uses this handy dandy little adapter plate. So I'm kind of wondering about this exhaust crossover. I'm not sure how that works with this. This goes here and adapts it. So we may have to put this little, well, I don't know. I don't think, I've never seen one like that. If anybody knows about these Rochesters, I'd be interested, because I know they make a whole different variety of gaskets and whatnot. So we'll just sort through, see what we got. Well, I don't plan on using that, so I'm going to try to cap it off. We'll see how it works. May blow it out pretty quick, but we'll see. Get plate on. One thing about Holley, they send you every bolt that you might or might not need, so that's a good thing. But you gotta make sure you get it on right too. And I'm not sure I did. Yeah, it's right. I've got an aluminum intake that I thought about putting on here, but I just kind of want to see how it pans out before I go to that much trouble. Okay. That's on there. That goes there. This is a refurbed carburetor that I got from Holley.com, and it's not a double pumper. It just has one bowl, one feed. It's pretty simple, but I've had real good luck with them. I think it was $239, so pretty cheap carburetor. Feels pretty good. I can already tell I'm going to have trouble with my throttle linkage, but we'll deal with that in a minute. See what we need to do there. But I think that'll work. And these come out of the box ready to run. There's not much to them. Like I said, I've had really good luck with them, and I've always been a Quadrajet guy, but for the time and the amount of money, it's pretty easy to do this. Okay. As far as the fuel, I'm not real keen on the way I'm going to do this, but it'll work for now. I've got a filter down low too, but since this thing set so long, I'm going to go ahead and put another one on it. Make sure I got it going the right direction. Nope, I'm backwards. Arrow gives it away every time. I don't really like that, but it'll have to work for now. Okay, that ought to work for now. I think I'm going to spin it over and go ahead and start filling the bowl, and we'll see how it works. Got to fill that bowl. It's a whole lot smoother than it was. Got the choke kicked off. That's pretty smooth. I'm impressed. Like I said, I really like these carburetors. I'm not much on the dual feed because I'm not doing that much horsepower. But for an everyday daily driver, take it out of the box, bolt it on and go. For $239, you can't beat that. So that's pretty cheap. I'll have to hook my wire up to my choke so it'll kick off, but I like it. Alright, the Rochester, use this bracket for your throttle. So I dug around in my old stash and I think maybe I can make this one work on the Holley. We'll see. This got a Turbo 400 in it, so it does the vacuum stuff. It doesn't have a kick down cable, so it's just got one thing going to the carburetor. Alright, I think maybe that'll work. Get this back on. And I never know which one to put it on. So we'll have to play with it a little bit on which spot to put it. The other good thing about these carburetors is it's got the provisions for the overdrive 700 R4, so you can make that happen someday, which I highly recommend putting that in because boy, it makes them nice to drive. I think that might work. Now we'll try to rig up these springs on there, and they'll always give you trouble. Seems like for me anyway. Feels pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna start it again, kind of check it out, see what we think. I've got to hook up my brake booster. It's got a vacuum line, so I'll have to put a vacuum line on it. Alright, we're gonna try to hook up our vacuum line back here. One thing I found with these, whether they're big or little, they eventually crack on the end and will give you a vacuum leak. Guaranteed. Alright, we got one more vacuum line to put on, and that's for our PVC. Is it PCV? Positive crankcase. Yeah, one of them abbreviations. But one thing you notice, you can see where it's set so long that the rodents ate the wires. And I don't know why they like eating wires, but they do. So we're going to hook this up. Okay, we ought to be good to go there. Alright, I think we've got everything hooked up on the carburetor except for the choke. But I'm going to crank her one more time and check it out. Make sure we don't have any leaks. But whenever I get the choke hooked up, it'll start when it's cold, which is really nice. But no, I think we're in pretty good shape on that. Next video we'll do wires, we'll get the electrical tuned up, we'll get it running good, and then that's all I like is everything's ready to get it inspected. And once it's inspected, then we'll start working on the interior and get it all fixed up, and we'll get it going. Appreciate y'all.